I just had an interesting bus ride. I think pretty much everybody knows I'm ex-Navy, and all them bus drivers know me, but this is a guy I haven't seen in a while, or actually I've never seen him. But he started giving me a sales pitch about an organization called Vets4Vets. And just by his tone of voice and stuff like that, I started getting a little defensive, because I could hear the sales pitch, "We want some money." Which I don't mind helping out. There's a lot of things I don't mind. Fisher House, VFW, American Legion. Stuff like that. They're all worthy causes. Disabled American vets, I give stuff away. I take it to them, or I call them up and say, "Come get this." But when they outright ask me for money and stuff, I kind of take offense to that. But he didn't ask for any money. Because when he started talking about that, I was like, yeah, like I do with the VFW. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah." But he knew I was a veteran, so evidently he gave me 2 pamphlets. He started reaching back. I said, "Don't worry, man. Wait till we get to the parking lot and you can dig them out." So he gave me 2 of them, and that's cool. I'm gonna check them out. I was reading them walking across the parking lot, and I guess it looks like it's a Lutheran-based organization, which I don't care who does it. I think religious organizations do a hell of a better job than, say, the VA. So, and that's experience talking. And so, I looked at it right there when I was on the bus after he handed them to me, and I noticed that, and then I looked for a website, and I said, "All right, good, you got a website. That's what I wanted to see." I said, I don't really make decisions based on a brochure. A brochure helps because that means to me that you did put some money out to set this up, so it's not just a scam. So I'm going to check it out. It's called Vets4. I think it's FOR. Vets4Vets. I was reading about it, and one of the things that kind of I'm going to have to think about is it says for Iraq and Afghanistan veterans. Not that I have any problem. I identify them as brothers also, but I have a little issue with that being limited to those 2 groups. If you're going to do something for vets, then I think you should be doing it for all of them. We talked a little bit about that, and I said, I've been through the VA PTSD thing, and when I went through it, I had to go with a bunch of Vietnam veterans, and nothing against them. And I don't think it's the same. As this PTSD gets more recognized, I think it's going to have to be separated into groups. So that's why I say I think I gotta do some more thinking about that. But I did not have a real good experience with being in PTSD classes or therapy with Vietnam vets. It may just be because of the ones I was with. What the fuck was that? I don't know, it just didn't, it didn't seem right. What they were talking about, I could not relate to. And I doubt they were able to relate to what I went through. 20, 30 years different. 30 years. 20 to 30 to 40 years difference. I don't know. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, that I don't know if I can relate to the Afghanistan, Iraq vet, or if they can relate to Vietnam veterans, because I was never on the ground over there, so that's going to give me an issue. But I don't know, I have to think about it some more. Feel free to throw out some input. This PTSD thing is, I think this Staff Sergeant Bales in Afghanistan that did what he did, I think that's gonna affect us quite dramatically when it comes out in the wash. From what I've read, I'm not going to quote sources because I read several different, you guys know me, I read a lot of news. The consensus of the news reports that I have read is he was on his fourth war tour, 3 in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. He'd have had half a foot blown off. The day before he did this, he had witnessed a good friend that was serving with him get his leg blown off. He had had a previous traumatic brain injury. He had been diagnosed with PTSD. He had been treated for it. They had given him a clean bill of health. and sent him back out. I do have some issues with that. I also know that sometimes the best thing for a PTSD individual is to put them back into that environment, because that's where they feel the most comfortable. And that sounds insane. When I was in, this was just beginning to scratch. The military was just beginning to scratch the surface of this stuff. Vietnam, World War II, Korean War, they called it shell shock. Guy needs some more tattoos. I don't know. You know, Joe was a Vietnam veteran, and he's got it. And he and I relate really well to each other when we talk about that, but he still to this day won't talk about it. He won't tell me about it. Which, that's his choice. Alright, I talked too long about this.